Hello and welcome to the Good Imaginations podcast. Tonight, we will journey to the house in the field of crickets, where you can unwind, reorient yourself, and if you would like, fall fast asleep. Before we begin our adventure, make sure you're settled. If you are seated, get comfortable. Listen to your spine and relax your shoulders. If you are lying down, get your covers and pillow where you want them. Create your nest. Very good. Now, take 3 deep breaths with me in preparation for the journey ahead. Let go of your day and travel to a vacation for your mind. Imagine with me. See, smell, and be present. Breathe with me now. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow and even. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now, shut your eyes and let's drift off to the site of tonight's adventure. It's twilight. You step outside with your long-stemmed pipe in your hand, and you take a deep breath. That's the stuff. That's the beautiful, peaceful, fragrant stuff. With a single inhale, all is right with the world. The meadow smells incredible tonight, rich like rain and sweet like flowers. You stand with your back to your open front door. You look out on the endless meadow that's stretching now into grey and stars, like a cloud has come down with its darkness and glitter and fog. The grass whirs with the sound of wind, and crickets chorus between the stems. The air is filling with the spicy scent of grass, and the cool, musical, green scent of evening. You have no intention of going back inside, and yet you leave your door open. You love to think of your house, which stands behind you, golden and inviting. Where some people's homes are all straight lines, yours is all curves. You have a small home with a thatched roof, and the overall look is that a mushroom one day swelled to the size of a small house. A mushroom with a very tall pointed cap, mind you. Your home is like that, all squiggly lines and gracious edges. It is the only house in view, although you gain comfort from knowing that just over the hill, down the bright dirt road, is the nearest village, full of other mushroomy houses and folks who enjoy a drink at the pub and the baking of enormous pies. You like your solitude, however. You built your house here, yourself, so you could look down into the meadow, into the glassy endlessness of its colour, and, in the far distance, see the purple brambles and golden leaves of the oak forest. Now, in the twilight hush, you see fireflies, thousands, congregating in the grass. They blink easily, and the constant flash and flicker of them does your heart good. They're so green, so bright, like the fairies and mischief of the meadow come to life as peculiar stars. The warmth of your fire and hanging ceiling lamp spill out into the night, like an arrow of gold that slowly dissolves. You enjoy leaving the door open to let your two worlds mingle as you watch the stars. Behind you is the warmth of your home, your cream-coloured walls, your winding staircase, your patchwork quilt, your red tea kettle, and your host of mushrooms growing in pots in the windowsill. Some days, all you want is to sit inside in the simple comfort of your home and fry some mushrooms and onions in a pan over the fire. Some days, you take your blanket and you go outside and sleep in the meadow under the stars. Sometimes you want nothing but home. Sometimes you want nothing but wilderness. You think that balance is all right, like the flap of a bird's wings. The change from one desire to the other is what keeps you going. It's not that you can't make up your mind. It's that you need an up and down, an inhale and an exhale. Some nights you need comfort and your pipe and a book of dragon stories beside the fire. Some nights you need to go to the pub and stand on a table and sing loud songs and laugh until you cry with your neighbours and friends. One and then the other. It's fine to switch from one to the next, as long as you listen to your heart and do what you want to do in the moment. Nothing is worse than staying home when you would rather be with friends, and nothing is worse than being in a loud pub when all you want is a book. What a backwards bird you would be if you forced yourself into those moments, instead of listening to your heart and growing towards your desire like a plant. Doing what you know is right for you that day. And this day you want to feel the warmth of your home and the coolness of the meadow, both at the same time. You want to revel in the fact that both exist, that both are available to you. You are rarely balanced thus. But tonight, rather than wanting either warm lights or dark skies, you want to sit in between and meditate on the two. You stare into the falling hush of the day, and you feel life seep into you. Life from your crackling, snapping fire. Life from your garden of windowsill mushrooms, growing at an imperceptible speed. Life from the meadow, from the swaying grass, from the countless winged creatures making a home there. Tiny beetles and butterflies, and dragonflies and swallows that nest in the ground. Rabbits, too, and foxes and mice. They're all nestled under the ground, in a home of their own, comfortably a part of the life of the meadow. The cricket song and the flash of the fireflies is what gets to you the most, however. The fireflies make you feel like you're immersed in a galaxy, like you're part of the timeline of 1,000,000 stars, flashing and fast, like you've reached a kind of eternity where stars wink out and are immediately reborn. The music of the crickets is soothing, creaking, kind, and humble. The rhythm gets into your blood and your pulse, and you start to think you might stand out here smoking your pipe forever. You look out at how far the meadow stretches, waving grass, singing with life. You have the sense that this moment will go on forever, tonight, and the next night, and 1,000 nights after that. It will repeat. It is a natural, reliable rhythm. And yet the crickets and the fireflies aren't concerned with their own eternity. Just this moment, just right now, one note at a time.